This is me on day 30, and this is me on day 1. 30 days ago, I couldn't even walk up a flight of stairs without getting winded. My sleep was garbage. My energy was basically zero. And honestly, I didn't really like what I saw in the mirror. So I gave myself one rule. For the next 30 days, I'd walk 10,000 steps every single day. No gym, no diet changes, no supplements, just walking. And what happened around day 17? Yeah, I genuinely did not see it coming. Now look, before we get into it, I want to be straight with you. I've tried a lot of fitness challenges. Cold plunges, intermittent fasting, 75 hard. Most of them I quit by like day 4. But this one felt different. Because walking is the one thing every human body is literally built to do. So I figured, if I can't stick to walking, I probably can't stick to anything. So in this video, I'm going to show you what actually changed in my body, what changed in my head, the 3 biggest mistakes I made along the way, and whether you should actually try this yourself. All right, let's get into it. Why 10,000 steps? Okay, quick truth bomb before we go any further. The whole 10,000 steps a day thing, it's not actually based on science. It came from a Japanese pedometer back in 1965 called the Manpo K, which literally translates to 10,000 steps meter. It was a marketing campaign. That's it. Not a doctor's recommendation, not a study, just an ad. But here's the thing, and this is where it gets interesting. When researchers actually started looking into it, they found that walking somewhere between 7,000 and 10,000 steps a day can lower your risk of dying early by up to 70%. 70%, just from walking. So yeah, the number itself is kind of made up. But the benefit? Very real. And I wanted to actually feel it for myself. So, day 1, I laced up my shoes and headed out. And immediately, I regretted it. Week 1, the brutal reality. Week 1 was rough. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Day 1, I hit my 10,000 steps and my feet were on fire. Day 2, I woke up and my calves felt like solid concrete. Day 3, it started pouring rain, and I almost talked myself out of going. But I made myself walk in the rain anyway because I knew if I bailed on day 3, I'd bail on every day after that. Here's what nobody really tells you about hitting 10,000 steps. It takes about 90 minutes a day. 90 minutes. That's basically a part-time job. So I had to get creative. Which brings me to mistake number 1. I tried to do all 10,000 steps in one walk. Don't do that. Seriously. Break it up into 3 smaller walks: morning, lunch, and evening. That one change made everything way more doable. By the time I got to day 7, something kinda weird started happening. I wasn't dragging myself out the door anymore. I was actually looking forward to it. Week 2. Something changed. Week 2 is when stuff really started to shift. And not in the way I expected at all. I figured I'd lose weight. Nope, not yet. I figured my legs would get noticeably stronger. Kinda, but barely. The thing that actually changed was something I wasn't even paying attention to: my sleep. My deep sleep went from like 45 minutes a night to almost 2 hours. I was waking up before my alarm, which, if you know me, that does not happen. And I was having vivid dreams again. Like, dreams I actually remembered when I woke up. And my mood? My anxiety, which I've kind of dealt with for years, just got quieter. It's the only way I can describe it. Like someone slowly turned the volume down. There's actually research on this. Walking, especially outside, boosts something called BDNF, which is basically fertilizer for your brain. I didn't really believe that until I started feeling it. Mistake number 2. I had headphones in, blasting podcasts every single walk. Once I started doing at least 1 walk a day in total silence, even just 20 minutes, that's when the mental side really kicked in. Week 3, the unexpected side effect, and then came day 17. The day I mentioned at the start. I was on a walk, just a normal Tuesday afternoon, and I had this random realization. I hadn't checked my phone in 45 minutes. Not once. For someone who used to check their phone every 6 minutes, that's basically a miracle. My screen time had dropped almost 3 hours a day. And I think it's because walking was giving my brain what it actually wanted. Movement, fresh air, a little bit of room to think. Not another dopamine hit from a screen. That's when it kind of clicked for me. This challenge wasn't really about steps anymore. It was about getting something back that I didn't even realize I'd lost. And then there's mistake number 3. And honestly, this is the big one. Around day 19, I caught a cold, and I almost let myself off the hook. I was like, it's fine, just take 1 day off. Don't. Walk slower, walk shorter, walk around your living room if you have to, but don't break the streak. Streaks build momentum, and momentum is everything. Week 4, the final results. Week 4, the home stretch. And this is where the physical changes finally started catching up to all the mental stuff. All right, let's get into the actual numbers. Weight, down 6.2 pounds. And I didn't change my diet at all. Resting heart rate dropped from 74 to 61. Sleep score, up 34%. Mood, I rated it daily, 1 through 10. Went from a 5.4 average to 8.1. And screen time, down 2 hours and 47 minutes a day. But honestly, the one that shocked me the most? My waist dropped almost 2 inches. Just from walking. That's it. And look, I'm not going to sit here and pretend I look like a fitness model now. I definitely don't. But I look and I feel like a healthier version of myself. And that's really all I was after. Should you try this? So, should you actually try 10,000 steps for 30 days? Here's my honest take. If you've been feeling stuck, or anxious, or low energy, or just kind of off lately, yeah, I'd say 100% yes. This is the lowest effort, highest return habit I've ever tested. And like I said, I've tested a lot of them. And hey, if 10,000 feels like too much, do 7,000. Do 5,000. The number isn't the magic part. The consistency is. If you can, walk in the morning. If you can, walk outside. And do at least 1 walk a day in silence. Those 3 little tweaks will probably get you 80% of what I got out of this. I'm going to keep walking 10,000 steps. Not because it's a challenge anymore, but because honestly, I don't want to go back to whoever I was 30 days ago. If this video helped you out at all, do me a quick favor and hit subscribe. Because next month, I'm taking on an even harder challenge. And trust me, you're going to want to see how that one goes. All right, I'll catch you in the next one.